must apologize for that unplanned break there. But let's move on with some stories now. Education is a fundamental human right for all children, and this right may not be realized in the country if strategic measures are not put in place to ensure adequate infrastructure provision to schools. My colleague Kwesi Parker-Wilson tells a story of how makeshift school structures are affecting pupils of Kokrobite MA Basic School.
Ghana's efforts at achieving universal primary education is being threatened by lack of infrastructure for basic schools. Here in Accra, the lack of classrooms in Kokrobite MA has forced them to use makeshift facilities. The situation has discouraged many children of school-going age from going to school. They prefer studying at home to the risk of studying under poor facility. Bokami MA Primary School do not have a school building, and so they decided to pet Kokrobite MA Primary School. Unfortunately, Kokrobite MA has serious challenges they are going through, so with their addition, it compounds the problem. A 6-unit classroom block being put up by Get Fund has stalled since 2009.
That's that time old government NDC no also. School when almost 30 years no. Problems ama cracks e what down no no enya easy.
This building started in 2009 under the NDC government. Just look at it. There are a lot of cracks in the structure. The students do not concentrate because they fear the building will collapse on them. Look at the iron rods. It could easily kill someone. The building has now become a death trap. The government should come and help.
The lack of staff common room has compelled some teachers to sit on the porch of the classroom block after their period is over and also to mark assignments. Some have managed to use one of the abandoned Get Fund buildings as the staff common room. Chief of Kokrobite, Ni Ofeda Ted, is unhappy with the development.
The primary and JSS school is a death trap, and government must help us. They need to pull down all these structures and build a new school for us. The students do not want to go to school anymore because they say the building can collapse on them at any time. I want the best for my community, Kokrobite.
The state of the facility discourages the children from learning. Looking at the holes in the roof, one wonders whether learning can continue during the raining season. Helena Doma says it is almost impossible.
When the sun is hot, we use a book or a fan to fan ourselves because of the sun. When we are writing exams, we cannot sit. When you sit in 2 or 3, someone can copy you, so you go out and go and write the exams. When it rains, we shall go to another class. When we sit here, ourselves will wet because of the roofing. So we shall go and sit at Form 3 or Form 2 or Form 1. Then when the rains come down, and then when the rain stops, they will come to our class to come and learn.
These kids are calling for help. The authorities would want government intervention to salvage the situation. For JoyNews, I am Kwesi Parker-Wilson, reporting from Kokrobite, Accra.
The daily struggles of school children continues unabated, it appears. Well, away from that, it's last-minute packing for residents of Kaizer flat in Tema as they face forceful eviction from the Tema Development Corporation in less than 24 hours following a court order. JoyNews' Matilda Womega visited the area and has more in this report.
It's an enclave of flats. For the past 50 years, the Tema community for Kaizer Flats has been home to hundreds of families. I count over 10 look-alike story buildings in this vicinity, but 4 of these have been declared inhabitable due to structural defects. A tour of the marked buildings revealed deep cracks in between the columns and beams. Danger looms as the over 50-year-old flat expose rusted iron rods and faulty electrical cables. It has seen no major renovation works over the years. Efforts by the Tema Development Corporation to demolish and rebuild has led to a long-standing tussle between the corporation and occupants here. A court ruling last year, however, leaves residents here with no choice but to move out. For Isaac Lomote and his family, this has been home for over 50 years. His is only one of over 400 other families to suffer the same fate of eviction on Thursday.
Honestly, it has deteriorated. Yes. If you go around the flats and then you watch around, it has deteriorated a lot. Yes, for sure, it has deteriorated. So when okay, let me put it this way. First, we were renovating it every 3-4 years, but after TDC came in to stop us, we stopped renovating it because they said they want to repossess their flats. So we stopped renovating it. But it has deteriorated, seriously.
So what brought about the contention between the residents and the TDC?
The contention was we wanted a relocation. We wanted somewhere to go and live. They should give us somewhere to go and live. That has been the bone of contention from 1989 till now. Not that the residents, yes, not that the resident doesn't want to move out. But our main concern is the relocation. That is the main concern. We even went as far as to tell TDC that please, just give us the affordable houses, so that if for renting, fine. Because if you say we should buy, most people living here are widows and widowers. Are you getting me? It's not pensioners and how many people can afford it? But if for rentals, now we say at the end of the month, if whatever we can gather and then come and pay. They said no, but the place is not ready. But they hold the key. So they say we should leave. So we are leaving.
So where is everybody going?
Well, I can't tell. Madam, to be very honest with you, look, about 80% of the people here has nowhere to go.
So where are they going? I see them packing.
You have to leave because they said tomorrow they are bringing in the military and their task force. They'll come and harass the residents.
I'm currently standing on the 3rd floor. In fact, this is the last floor of one of the 4 buildings earmarked for mass eviction here at Kaizer Flat at Tema Community 4. And at this specific flat, families are already moving out with less than 24 hours to move out of this facility. I'm here and I will be interacting with Mr. Dankwa, who at the moment is packing out with his family. But generally, how does this news of this mass eviction come to you and your family?
On actual fact, it's very terrible for us because nobody is arguing with the TDC that we are not going to move out. We are prepared to move out. But all what we are saying is the timing. At this time, you know, a lot of children are schooling. They are moving us out.
You agree with what they are doing? You agree with the exercise that you should move out?
No, yes, nobody is arguing with them. I'm much concerned on the timing.
Okay.
Because they have the power. I don't have it. They have their own power.
But you believe whatever they are doing is legitimate?
Oh, yes, on actual fact, because ample time has been given. We are not distributing that fact. It's a court ruling. We do accept and abide by the ruling of the country.
Sure.
We agree to it. But it's only yesterday that the announcement, official announcement, was being made. Less than 24 hours. How can I pack my things and find an accommodation for my family to to move out. You see where the problem is. Even besides that, what about the schooling of the children?
So what you specifically asking for is more time for you to pack out of this place?
No. At least the packing out is legitimate. We are packing out. But all what I'm saying is the timing. And that is my biggest problem. Because supposing I go back to Asante Achem, how can I send my children over here to school? And how can even I find school for them? This is the second term. You see where the problem is. So we are looking forward to the government. I will appeal to Nana to do something about it and come to our aid.
Don't you think this is too late to make an appeal?
Well, it's too late, but nothing seems possible for Nana. Nana has been abroad, so Nana knew about Scotters. Nana has been in London. So
Nana, you mean the president?
Exactly. Yes, he knew about how Scotters has been treated. And he can take us as a refugee. Somebody can be refugees in his own country. So we need a help. As I'm speaking now, we need a help. Not even the government and individuals can.
Intensities by the civil service had due recourse to Parliament. We want them to make that pronouncement on it. That is number one. Number two, there are certain administrative procedures.
They were asked to move, and some of them took the issue to court. I'm well informed that the court has given a go-ahead and a directive that Thursday at least. So we had to come and look at the place again, see the situation on the ground, and take the steps to ensure that at least people move out. And then the plans to demolition is also rolled out going forward. A lot of them have already even moved out, and some are also moving out even as we went round. We're also making arrangements, those who may not have any alternative at all, to at least look for a safe havens so that within a couple of days they can do their arrangements and then find themselves somewhere. I think that they knew that the situation was bad way back, and I'm sure a lot of them have had opportunities to, as it were, relocate.